Where's Sonny so I can yell at him? Okay, Sonny. Yeah, you're recording this. Okay. Early on, Sonny and I had a love affair with Model A Fords. And for the younger people here, a Model A Ford is a 1928 to 1931 Ford coupe, roadster, or sedan. And we had, at one time, 2 roadsters, 2 sedans, and a cabriolet. Forget about the cabriolet. Our Model A Roadster, which is going to be central to this story, is a roadster. It's a convertible with a canvas top goes down, and where you would think there was a trunk, doesn't open this way, it opens this way, and it becomes a seat for 2 people. So that leads into our first little story. We're driving around town. I think I'm driving. God, would you put that down so you don't always see it's the top of your head. Anyway, we're driving around the town and decide to drive around Jamaica Pond, which is a nice trip. And we have 4 people in the car. I'm driving, Sonny's in the seat beside me, and I think Jimmy and Dickie Little are in the rumble seat. Dickie Little became a priest, I think because of activities that we became involved in. And Jimmy Little had a facility I'm going to explain in a little bit. An incredible facility to do something. As we're driving around the pond, we come upon this Nash. And for younger people, that was a car at one time, a Nash. Actual, like a Pontiac or whatever. And this older couple is in there driving about 25 miles an hour. And even though we're in a Model A, which can reach 50 miles an hour, 25 is really too slow for us. We're going along beside this Nash. All of a sudden, Jimmy lets out this siren sound that is incredible. Like I said, I can't do it. But he, guy pulls over. And we just pop out of it. Right away, we hear this beep beep. Look behind us, and here are 2 guys with badges in an unmarked car. They're off-duty state cops. They pull over. The guy walks up and he says, "Okay, Sonny, where's the siren?" Not you, Sonny. "Okay, Sonny, where's the siren?" We're sitting there because, you know, it's clock on the kid. I'm not going to say it's him. You know? He said, "Tell us where the siren is." Looking under the hood. The other guys on the other side are looking under the car looking for the siren, right? And finally, Jimmy, in a little squeaky voice, says, "I'm the siren." "What?" He said, "I'm the siren. I made that noise." "You're kidding. You didn't make that noise." "Let me hear it." And even worse, even more loud, he lets out this bellowing siren sound. They cover their ears, and they can't believe it. And they're laughing on the way back to the car. And I said, "What? I speak out louder? Are you kidding? I thought I'm yelling over." Anyway, they have a joke about it and say, even though it's not a siren, it's probably illegal to do it, don't do it. Anyway, siren caper number 1. Now, siren caper number 2 is a little more serious. I'm in the Air Force. I'm assigned to an FM relay site, 10 of us in the Air Force, per diem, we're eating in restaurants, nice assignment, in the boondocks of South Carolina. And believe it or not, I am driving a Model A Roadster. One I bought in South Carolina about a month before, 1928, beautiful little thing. He painted it maroon, which was not the color they came in, but nice little car. I'm driving away from the little FM site to go up into Greenwood or Columbia or someplace. Come to the stop sign, which is sort of ridiculous. I can see 5 miles that way, you know, pull on right through it. As I pull onto the main highway, they're firing off to my left, and I caught a movement, you know, I looked in my rear view mirror, and I says, "Is that what I think it is?" And the blue smoke piling out the back, this Pontiac, a blue Buick, pulls onto the highway, and on the right front fender, I said, "Oh my God, it is. It's a police car." And it had a motor-driven siren. Not going to attack, are you? There's a motor-driven siren on the fender. And if you know anything about motor-driven sirens, it sucks on the battery. And on the front of the motor-driven siren is a red light. And I said, "It is a cop." And I hear this, and a motor-driven siren, unlike the The electronic sirens, you hear, they're high pitched. This is, I hear it, you know, as he does it, the red light sucks down, and the car backfires because it doesn't have juice to run. As this thing comes coming down the highway, and I had this remote idea. Even I'm driving on one, I think I can outrun that thing. I'm thinking, I just like I don't hear it and keep going. But being a good guy that I am, I pulled over, and pretty soon that blue smoke passes by me, and this guy comes out of that. Walks up to me. I'm sitting in the car. He says, "You failed to stop at an arterial stop sign back on the state highway. Do you have any explanation for that?" I said, "Well, I mean, it's like the Gobi Desert. I mean, I could see 5 miles. It's like the movie North by Northwest by Hitchcock. It's nothing. It's just," he says, "Is that your, you know, what you have to say about it?" I said, "Well, you know, that's it." They said, "Well, I see that you were a military man." I said, "Yeah, I'm in the Air Force, and I'm a military man. But I see that at the back of your car, that your license plate says South Carolina. How do you explain that?" "Oh, I forgot something, I'm sorry. Like I said, I don't have my notes." He said, "I see your license to drive." I give him my license. He says, "This is a license for the state of Massachusetts." And I said, "Yeah, that's where I'm from." He said, "But the license plate on your car is from South Carolina." I said, "Well, I just bought the car a month ago." "Well, where do you intend to take up residence? In South Carolina or Massachusetts?" "I can't wait to get back to Massachusetts." He said, "Well, I feel that you're going to have to come in to Cross Hill to see the Justice of the Peace. You hear?" Oh, by the way, in the South, they have 2 ways of saying the word here. Here, H-E-A-R, and here, H-E-R-E, in the same sentence. When they're calling a kid, they say, "You come chin." Here? Anyway, so he wants me to come here. And to Cross Hill, which is a population of 600 people and 1 cop. He's the whole force.
Oh my God.
So he crooks his finger and says, "Follow me to Cross Hill, South Carolina." So off we go, and I'm following the blue pile of smoke behind, you know, pulls in the, I'm looking for the sign, Justice of the Peace. No, he pulls in front of the barber shop. And I guess I can get rid of this stuff.
I like it.
As I walked in, followed him with his crooked little finger in the barber shop, I look in there, and here is the barber, another barber, and the guy in this chair having his hair clipped while he's staring at me with this look on his panic look on his face while the barber's cutting hair. And the barber looks at the cop and he says, "Well, Bill, what do you got here?" He said, "I've got this young fellow in the military who failed to stop at the arterial stop. You know, how do you please, son?" It's like the Gobi Desert back there. Why am I even here, you know? And he says, "Is that your defense, son?" "Yeah, that's my defense." He said, $10. And the guy in the chair was comical. When I explained my case, he's going, "Yeah, I'm the guy trying to hold his head." You know? And then when the guy says, "Is that your defense?" he goes, yeah. And the guy says, $10. Go, no. I wanted to hug the guy. Right? So I paid my 20 bucks, gave him 10 bucks, and off I went into the blue. You know, that was my first experience with bad law enforcement. Okay, which had an impact on me. And this little tale goes on. I'm giving you the snippet version, where that morphed into another incident in Biloxi, Mississippi, which was defining in my life, and I'll tell you that if you ask me about it. But on with the monologue. No, I don't need to take a peek. Sonny made mention of Sonny made mention of the Muni Municipal Golf Course, where we spent a lot of our time caddying for hackers that couldn't hit a ball if they tried. And I have 2 very remarkable stories. Well, one's remarkable, the other's a so-so story about caddying. We caddied. Sonny was an A caddy, and I was a B caddy. What's the difference between an A caddy and a B caddy? He was studious and tried to learn what was on, and the bee caddies a dunce. And Barlow, with his scully cap, was white, and I'll take this one, and Sonny will remember this. Barlow, the ex-Marine, walking back and forth. There are 8 benches out there where people could grab them at $1.25 for a whole round of 18 horses, 4 hours of legging a Saratoga trunk that broke your shoulder, $1.25, and you were lucky if you got a quarter to. The dunces, the bee caddies, 90 cents for doing that, and you're lucky if you get a dime to fill out the buck, right?
Wow.
So, here's Barlow walking back and forth across the bee caddy line. The A caddies are okay because they're smart. No, walking back and forth, he's stopping it for me. Rogers, what's a Massey Dimberg? Oh, the kid. A 2-iron? It's a 7-iron, you idiot. They're never going to be an A caddy. And that was our life, being caddies, which caused us to leave the environs of the caddy shack and go out into the wilds of the municipal golf course and find balls that we could sell to golfers and make probably double what would make caddying. So we opted for that. We opted for that. And let me see.
Remarkable story.
This is the cue, honey.
The golfer.
Oh, yeah, she's my cue. She did it too. Yeah. Okay, and
We all got it before you did.
okay, now we okay. We had when we did caddy, we had a Jewish foursome that we caddied for on Sunday. And they were reliable, and they were good tippers, and that's when I would caddy and not sculpt with golf balls, because we're nice guys. And my guy was not a good, in fact, none of them were good golfers, but my guy was particularly not good. And we're on the 7th hole. Remember this, Sonny? You can talk. 7th hole, and we walk out about 50 yards so we can really see where the balls are going. It's sort of a bad hole to keep track of the balls, a little mound. So our guys get a bang, it's out pretty good, bang, and my guy gets up, bang, looks pretty good. Oh, I know he's getting hooked. Oh, guy, he's in the bomb, bing, boom, 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 bang into the trees. All of a sudden, this bellowing, God damn my soul to hell. Sonny and I were pretty religious that time. You know, what did he just say? Ooh, boy, that's not very nice. So, went on with the course, he settled down, and 1 week later, caddying for the same guys, make it to the 7th hole, and I'm saying to Sonny, geez, I hope my guy has a decent drive. Remember last week, you know, Fort Lightning's probably going to kill him, you know, and they get up and my guy hits and looks good from the beginning because it came out this way, but I had a hook on it. Bang, it really goes, oh God, no, it's a bang, boom, in the tree, you hear bomb, bing, boom. I'm waiting for the look back, and he's a hump on the golf tee. Ooh, something's wrong. Ran back there, and he had collapsed of a massive heart attack.
Oh.
And the 7th hole is the farthest hole from the clubhouse. So they sent me running all the way back there, and I ran like a deer. And then the cop there, the Brookline cop, had a 3-wheel motorcycle. He was keeping guys from scouting. Rode me back in the back of that motorcycle. And he was dead. You know, he had gone. But all that way home, Sonny and I were just sort of transfixed. I mean, holy mackerel. Remember last week, and that's all we could talk about, last week, and then he died this week. Oh my God.
Because he blasphemed.
Oh, okay, enough of that.